こえるよ Gentle voice 何を話したか A hazy choice 思い出そうとすると I lose my voice 大事な言葉だけが A missing part It's tearing apart my broken heart Noiseの向こう側に確かにあったはずの Our precious time Like a static noise on a late night radio show 君の好きだけが I can't let it go チューニング合わせても The memory won't flow All I know is the afterglow Of a love from long ago
Yeah, we were laughing. I remember the light in your eyes, shining ever so bright. But the reason for the laughter is out of sight, lost in the night, in the pale moonlight. It's a photograph that's been burned around the edge. I'm standing on the ledge of a promise I can't pledge. Yo, check it, yo, check it. My memories are broken transmission, a fuzzy television with the lack of definition. I see your smile, I see the rain, I see the train, but the context is slain. It's driving me insane like a corrupted file, a distorted audio. Here we go to a place I don't wanna know. I'm trying to connect the dots, but the signal is weak. The answers that I seek are playing hide and seek.
この雑音さえも愛おしいと思ってしまう Because it's all I have Because it's all I have Like a static noise on a late night radio show 君の好きだけが I can't let it go チューニング合わせても The memory won't flow All I know is the afterglow Of a love from long ago Like a static noise on a late night radio show 君の好きだけが I can't let it go チューニング合わせても The memory won't flow All I know is the afterglow Of a love from long ago Kalagama, a familiar street 思い出すの A bittersweet Treat the coffee we shared The warmth, the heat Of your hand in mine A rhythm in our feet この道を通るたび A silent movie plays Of our autumn days In a golden hair
was empty and so cold. The stories that we told will never grow old. In my mind, a treasure more precious than gold. A hand I can't hold, a story that's been sold to the past, to the wind, to the falling leaves. My heart still believes and my soul still grieves. Yeah. The air is crisp and the sky's painted gray. I remember the day like it was yesterday. We were walking right here with nothing to fear. My dear, I wish you were near to wipe away a tear. This avenue holds our history in every crack. There's no turning back, the sky's faded to black. But the memory of your laughter is what I'm after. In the ever after of this beautiful disaster.
来年の秋もきっと私はここに来てあなたを思うのでしょう On this autumn avenue I'm walking with a ghost of you セピア色の景色が My world is turning to Every step I take is a sad review of a love that was true Me and you on this avenue 라디오から流れる song I used to know The melody's the same but it's lost its glow It's missing something that made my spirit grow A harmony so low from a long, long time ago The memory of your voice singing along with me A beautiful key that set my feelings free 聞こえるはずのない音が心の隙間で確かに鳴り響いてる It's just a ghost note A sound that isn't really there A phantom in the air A silent lonely prayer I know it's not fair This cross I have to bear But I hear you everywhere A love beyond compare
I try to sing the words, but my voice starts to shake. For goodness sake, my heart begins to wait for a beautiful mistake, a love I couldn't make last for my own sake, a bond I had to break. Now every song is a reminder of you and the harmony of two that I can't undo.
Yo, I'm listening to the track, the one we called our own, but I'm listening alone on my empty throne. I can hear your ad-libs in the spaces in between, the ghost in the machine, the star on my scene. It's a spectral sound that can't be found on this hollow ground, spinning round and round. They say that silence is golden, but I'm not beholden to that lie. I'm sold on the memory of your reply.
この曲 憶が終わってもきっと鳴り止まない私だけの楽曲 It's just a ghost note, a sound that isn't really there, a phantom in the air, a silent lonely prayer. I know it's not fair, this cross I have to bear, but I hear you everywhere, a love beyond compare.
The song finishes, but a faint, ghostly harmony continues for a moment before fading.
Touching a story, a beautiful song, but somewhere along something went wrong. Now it's like a scratch CD that I've had for too long, where I don't belong, though the feeling's so strong. It plays the good parts, the laughter and the kiss, pure simple bliss, a moment I truly miss. でも一番大事なところでいつも同じ場所で止まってしまう。It's a scratch CD, memory skipping on the part where you say goodbye. No matter how I try, I can't get by. I can't even cry. The needle stuck on the wall under a lonely sky. This broken melody is my eternal lullaby.
I try to fast forward, I try to jump the track, but it always comes back. The pain of the attack. The moment you said there's no turning back, the world faded to black. My heart had a crack. I wish I could hear the songs that came after, the joy and the laughter and the happily ever after. Check it. My mind is a disc man with a broken laser. Memory erasers, what I pray for, a lifesaver. But it's stuck on repeat on this bittersweet moment of defeat on this cold and empty street. Jump, jump, jump to the same painful phrase. Lost in the days for the rest of my days. I'm trying to clean the disc, but the scratch is too deep. The secrets that I keep are buried in my sleep.
この傷さえもあなたとの思い出の一部だから捨てられない。It's a scratch CD, memory skipping on the part where you say goodbye. No matter how I try, I can't get by. I can't even cry. The needle stuck it makes me laugh. My better half and me were so young and so free, the way it used to be, for all the world to see. The colors were so vibrant, so vivid and so bright. In the summer light, everything felt so right. でも時が経つにつれて少しずつ輪郭がぼやけていく It's a Polaroid Fade, a memory that's slowly turning to gray. I remember the day in my own special way, but the details decay and they start to betray the promise of always that we made in play.
Yeah, your smile is still there, but your eyes are a blur. I'm not really sure of who we really were. Was it just a fantasy, a temporary cure for a loneliness so pure, an insecure lure? I hold it up to the light to see it more clearly, but I only see nearly what I once held so dearly.
Yeah. A picture's worth 1,000 words, or so they say, but the words fade away at the closing of the day. The ink starts to run under the setting sun. The fun is all done, the race has been run. This chemical reaction is losing its traction, a fatal distraction, a beautiful fraction of what we once had. It's a little bit sad, the good and the bad, the best I ever had.
完全に消えてしまう前にこの胸に焼き付けなくちゃ Every little detail, it's a Polaroid fade, a memory that's slowly turning to gray. I remember the day in my own special way, but the details decay and they start to betray the promise of always that we made in play.
A pic becomes more distorted and fades out.
And it's a pseudo sword on a blank white screen, the cruelest scene that I have ever seen. Nah, so many things to say, so many things I mean, but I just can't intervene on your new routine. Nah, type out I miss you and then I press delete. This bittersweet defeat.
hard to write about the weather or a movie that I saw. It's against the law, my heart to show the flaw in my perfect facade. This life that I have clawed my way back to, but it's all a fraud. All I want to type is, are you happy now? And take a final bow and break my silent vow.
Yo, I saw your name pop up, typing for a second or two. My world turned to blue, what was I supposed to do? I waited and I waited with my breath truly bated. The moment was faded, but it evaporated into thin air. A silent despair, I know it's not fair. This game of truth or dare. We're both too proud to say it out loud in front of the crowd of our own lonely cloud.
送信ボタンを押す勇気が私にあったなら何かが変わったかな This is my unsent reply. A thousand words that you will never read. A desperate little plea, a hopeful tiny seed. I know I should concede and finally be freed, but my heart won't take heed of the love I truly need.
The sound of a laptop being closed decisively.
Yomikaken a home, a familiar page. A corner is folded from a different age. When we were together on a different stage, a happy naive sage trapped in a golden cage. I see a little spot, a faded brown. The time you made me laugh and my coffee spilled down. こんな些細なことが昨日のことのように胸を締め付ける Just a little cafe stain on a page of a forgotten book. All it ever took was a single simple look, and I am hooked. My entire body shook by a memory I mistook for a closed and finished book.
I try to keep reading, but the words are just a blur. I can only hear the purr of the life that we were living back then. I remember the when and the why, and then I wanna cry again. This book was a gift from you to me, to my one and only. I can still see. Check it. It's funny how a little stain can trigger the pain and the pouring rain inside my brain. I remember that day at our favorite cafe. In our own special way, we wanted to stay forever like this, in a state of pure bliss. A heavenly kiss, a moment I truly miss. Now that book is a relic, a beautiful ghost of the one I love the most, a bittersweet toast.
悲しみはもう二度と消えることはないんだね
Just like my feelings.
Just a little cafe stain on a page of a forgotten book. All it ever took was a single simple look, and I am hooked. My entire body shook by a memory I mistook for
just like my feelings. Just like my feelings. Just like my feelings. Just like my feelings.
Closet or notebook, a box of memories, forgotten winter clothes, and sad pleasantries. I pull out a scarf, a beautiful deep blue, and suddenly I'm hit with the scent of you. It's been years, but it's still there, clinging to the thread. The words that you said are echoing in my head. Bakamitai da yo ne, mada stelaretsu ni ita nante. This borrowed scar is a warmth that I can no longer feel. Is any of this real, or just a sad appeal to a memory seal? A wound that will not heal. This sentence I seal on a love that was ideal.
I wrap it around my neck just for a little while, and I force a smile in my own sad style. I remember the day you put it on me. You said, don't be cold for the world to see. Your casual kindness was a beautiful crime in the happy time, so sublime. I wonder if you still had that old gray hat I lent you, the one I sent you after the argument we went through. It's probably long gone like the love that we knew, but I hope it's not true. I hope you have a clue of how much you meant, the messages I sent, the money I spent on the rent for the apartment that we called our own. Now I'm all alone on this empty, broken throne.
この香りが消えてしまったら、あなたとのつながりがまた一つなくなってしまう。Is a warmth that I can no longer feel. Is any of this real, or just a sad appeal to a memory seal? A wound that will not heal. This sentence I seal on a love that was ideal.
The scarf is gently folded and placed back in the box. The box closes.
"見つけたんだ A hidden secret drawer of things that we swore we would do and so much more. A plan for a trip, a
house by the shore, a future to explore, right down to the core. We had it all mapped out, a perfect grand design, so beautifully fine. It was yours and it was mine. インクの青がこんなにも悲しく見えるなんて知らなかった。 It's just a faded blueprint of a future that we never built, covered in the dust and the memory of my guilt. Our love was a garden that we let completely wilt. This is the life we spilled on a beautiful, tragic hill.
The lines are still there, the measurements are clear. The date is so near from that forgotten year. I can almost hear your voice in my ear, saying don't you fear, my dear, for I am here. But you're not here now, you're just a ghost in this plan, and also ran in the life of this sad woman.
Check it, we were architects of a castle in the sky. Never thought to ask why we were flying so high. We had the foundation, the passion, and the drive. We felt so alive, we were destined to thrive. But a single storm, a break from the norm, and our beautiful form was no longer warm. Now these papers are a relic, a monument to our dream, a silent flowing stream of what could have been. もう一度ゼロから二人で描き直せたらなんて思ってしまう。 It's just a faded blueprint of a future that we never built, covered in the dust and the memory of my guilt. Our love was a garden that we let completely wilt. This is the life we spilled on a beautiful, tragic hill. The sound of the blueprint being slowly rolled up again.
Sometimes walk by that old apartment door. I don't know what for. I know you're not there anymore. But a part of me hopes, a part of me adores the memory of the floors that I used to call yours and mine together. For a moment in time, a beautiful, perfect crime, so sublime.
Yo, I gave you the key to my place and the key to my heart. It was a work of art right from the very start. You had full access to my happiness and madness, my joy and my sadness. You were my abyss, I never thought twice. It felt so nice to break the ice and pay the price for a love so real, a love you could feel. But now the rust and steel is all I can reveal.
今でもあのドアの前を通ると窓の下に手を伸ばしかけてしまう The key under the mat, a promise of a place I could call home, a place I could roam and never be alone. And now it's just a cold stone, a seed that has been sown for a sorrow I have grown on this empty, loveless throne. Sound of footsteps walking away from a door. Sound of a voicemail beep. Then a slightly distorted voice says, "Hey, it's me." A slow, sad beat begins. また聞いてる saved old voicemail. It's a fairy tale that's destined to fail, but your voice is a sail that helps me prevail through the storm and the hail of this emotional jail. You sound so happy, so carefree and so young. The words on your tongue, a beautiful song you sung. また後でかけるね、その後ではもう永遠の日なかった。 This 30-second voicemail is a time machine to a better day. I put it on replay and let it wash the gray away. I know I should erase it, I know I shouldn't stay in this yesterday, but I can't find a way.
The message is so simple, nothing too deep. Just a promise you couldn't keep while I was fast asleep in a dream of us, a dream that was a steep and slippery slope, a hope I couldn't reap. I know every pause, every breath that you take. For goodness sake, my foolish heart will break. I left that message on the fly. I didn't think too much of the magic in my touch, or the power of my clutch on your heart and your mind. I was careless and unkind, I was so blind, the worst of my kind. Now I wish I could take it back and say what I meant. The time that I spent on foolish lament could have been spent with you, my one and only true love. What do I do without a single clue?
この声を消去したら本当にすべてが終わってしよう。そうで This 30-second voicemail is a time machine to a better day. I put it on replay and let it wash the gray away. I know I should erase it, I know I shouldn't stay
voicemail beep sounds again, followed by silence.
This is it, the last stop on the line, the end of your and my design, a bittersweet wine. We used to ride this train in the sun and the rain, with no thought of the pain, a beautiful sweet refrain. Now I'm riding alone, looking at my phone, pretending you were home and waiting by the phone for me. It's a more 降りる駅を今日は通り過ぎてみようかな At the last stop a memory of you is getting off the train I see you in the rain I feel you in the pain A love that was so sane has gone completely insane Trying to explain to my heart and to my brain
The doors open wide, a cold and empty air. I see you standing there with the flower in your hair. Like you always did, a love beyond compare, but it's just a phantom, a silent lonely prayer. I stay in my seat and watch the doors close. This is the life I chose, I suppose heaven knows.
Yo, this was our station, our destination for so long. This is where we belong, where we sing our song. Now it's just the final station of our shattered relation, a sad fixation with no foundation. I see you in my mind's eye, waiting on the platform in your usual warm form, weathering the storm of my own creation, my own hesitation, a final damnation for this failed nation.
この電車はまた折り返して始まりの駅へと向かうけど私たちは At the last stop a memory of you is getting off the train I see you in the rain I feel you in the pain A love that was so sane has gone completely insane I'm trying to explain to my heart and to my brain The sound of the train doors closing the train The sound of the train doors closing the train The sound of the train doors closing the
Sound of heavy rain against the window, then a sad, simple piano melody.
I'm at to build a a tear on the glass The memories of our past are fading so fast Each drop is a moment, a die that was cast A love that was fast, that was never meant to last The world outside is a blurry gray mess I must confess, it reflects my emptiness この窓の向こうに
On the cold and wet pain, it's a foolish game, a beautiful searing pain. I whisper your name again and again and again. Am I going insane in this pouring lonely rain? The streets are like prison bars, holding me inside with nowhere to hide from this emotional tide.
The world is crying with me, or so it would appear. My biggest fear is crystal clear that you moved on, you're already gone to a new dawn. While I'm a lonely pawn in a game of memory, a sad chemistry of you and me for all the world to see. This window is a screen to a movie that's obscene. I might have her been a tragic final scene. Through this rain-streaked window, I see a distorted, sad replay of a much happier day when we used to laugh and play. Now the colors fade to gray. What more can I say? I just pray and I pray for the sun's gentle rain.
The sound of the rain slowly subsides, leaving just the quiet piano.
Different word もしもあの場所 different world もしも私に a little more courage had occurred. Would our story be blurred? Would it be deferred? Or would we be here now together somehow making a vow? I wonder how. It's a game of if only in the world of maybe. You're still my baby, driving me crazy. The past is so hazy, my memory's lazy, but my love for you, baby, it's not a maybe.
If only I had called, if only you had stayed. The games that we played, the foolish parade of pride and the fear, my dear, oh my dear. I wish you were here so we can make it clear. But what if sorrow poison, a sweet and deadly wine, a beautiful design that's no longer mine?
Yeah, the two saddest words in the language are if only. Leaving you lonely, the one and the only love of my life. It's sharp as a knife, the internal strife of a parallel life, where I did everything right and held you so tight in the day and the night with all of my might. But that's not this world, that's not this reality, just a sad formality of a broken mentality.
でもこのもしもがあるから私は明日を生きていけるのかもしれない。A world of maybe. You're still my baby, driving me crazy. The past is so heavy. resolves into a final peaceful chord, a quiet sigh of acceptance.